online haircut.
What's up, guys? It's the Avenues podcast, back with another episode. Today we'll be talking about a number of things, and we're going to start off by reacting to a video of Jschlatt reacting to us.
We got a grind podcast. Okay.
Do you think you can grind on multiple things? But then do you
Can
think
you grind on? Oh, that's a good question. Can you grind on multiple things? Obviously, you're not grinding hard enough, dude, because that's a Shure MV7 and not an SM7B. You poor fuck.
So basically, the backstory of this one of our reels or TikToks,
shorts, whatever you want to call them,
kind of popped off. And so basically, there's a lot of views, a lot of comments, a lot of shares. It was going around quite a lot. And basically, somehow this ended up in this YouTuber, his video. So I guess one of his viewers sent him our TikTok or reel.
Yeah.
And basically, he reacted to it. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, when I first saw it, I was kind of shocked. I honestly didn't think that it would happen.
Yeah, I'm shocked that someone like that small, would be interested in a big channel like us, because honestly, I mean, they should be focused on their own small channel, but we're focused with the big dogs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, focus on your own growth. Like, stop trying to piggyback of our, like, success and shit.
Yeah,
and just,
exactly.
like, leave us the fuck alone also.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what are your, like, reaction when you first saw it?
I mean, I don't know the guy. I've never seen him before. But I mean, I guess, yeah, cool. He watched one of our shorts, so good on him, getting his views up. And I think, it's just like, it's pretty funny. It was a funny reaction. I'll give him that. And it is a funny, does he do like comedy on his channel?
Yeah, so he does, like, a bunch of reaction videos. So the ones before, like, his videos before it, he'll get his viewers to send him, I guess, videos, reels, TikTok, shorts, all sorts of content, I guess. Then he reacts to it, and then that's how he makes his videos. But yeah, he basically just called us broke. So, I mean, what the fuck? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
We got our hustle on, so give us a break.
Maybe you can be at our level one day.
Yeah, like, come on, you're not there yet. I know
He's just insecure because he's getting like big off of us.
Exactly.
So he thinks he could talk.
I mean, like, respect. I guess, like, ride the wave, bro. Do what you want. But I mean, I think there's other ways to go about it. I mean, just look at us. I mean, how we got to where we are. You know.
You can get there too.
You can get there too someday. So, yeah.
Nice.
That's kind of a short segment. I guess you can go into.
Okay, next one. FIFA World Cup, Women's World Cup is happening right now. As of recording, it has started today in Australia. And also today, Canada is taking on Nigeria in the Women's FIFA World Cup. They're versing each other. And Nigeria, from my understanding, is pretty decent. And same with Canada. I think Nigeria, last time they played Canada at BC Place Stadium, Nigeria had won. And that was a very exciting game from the looks of it. And yeah, maybe they're trying to come back off of that. And now they have like an understanding of Nigeria, so maybe they'll have, I don't know, some advantage. Or, well, no, I guess not advantage because they both know what they play like. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited. I might watch it. I'll be following it for sure. And let's go Canada. Canada FTW. So, yeah. And there's some interesting teams in there that you don't typically see in the men's, like Zambia, Philippines. What else is in there that we don't? China.
Mm-hmm. Me and Colin were talking, like, before the episode, like, why we think that some of the countries are in there. So, like, a lot of the better teams, I would say, for women's soccer are, like, more of the North American countries. So Canada and United States are quite good, I would say. The U.S. won the Women's World Cup before. Canada brought home the gold medal in the Olympics. And I think generally the reason that is because I feel like we're more, like, developed and more, like, I guess you could say, like, liberal into, like, pushing, like, all the human rights shit and, like, I guess activism and feminism and all that. So I think that's one of the main reasons why we actually have, like, quite good women's teams opposed to other countries where they'd rather just support their men's teams and build that infrastructure, I guess.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the main reasons why you see North American countries with, like, very good women's teams.
Yeah, that's true, and also the fact that I'll use Brazil for example. Brazil has one of the best national teams in the world, and that is for the men's team. So when they're so focused on the men's team, all their focus and equity goes into that and everything really, and not as much the women. For Canada, the Canadian men's national team soccer is not the best national team in the world, so it leaves more room for the women to also have some recognition, and the women are quite good for Canada, and it's kind of like it's more even, 100%, and I think that it's good. I think it's good, and Canada has a lot of good fans when it comes to women's soccer. I'd say, like when they went to BC Place, the thing was packed. Like it's really good, and they have good players, good personality. Like that's important. Teams like Brazil, I don't know if Brazil specifically, but I know that big countries, I think Italy is one of them, big countries with men's national team soccer, they actually don't want to support women with soccer because they're so focused on the men, and so then they don't have fans that are going as much as like Canada or the US, and so that creates kind of a financial issue almost, because it's like you gotta constantly focus on funding and just financial stuff. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying like they gotta focus on that more as opposed to just US or Canada, just like it's just like a normal free flowing thing. You get what I mean? Because it's like they just have more fans and all that. Dude, yeah, and I was just looking at the list, like Jamaica, Zambia, Haiti. Yeah, these are teams that I think are more. I could be wrong because I don't follow many like anything really with women's soccer, but I think countries like Jamaica and Haiti and Zambia, their men's teams are not strong, and because of that, their women's team are stronger than Italy or Brazil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're not focused.
Such a powerhouse, right? Like if the men's team, someone like Argentina, right? How they just won the World Cup, and then the women's team is probably lagging behind just because of how good Argentina's team is compared to the whole world, right? Yeah. So, I think overall, women's soccer and like the whole World Cup is good for the development of the sport. Yeah. Because I think first 100%. Off, it gets more people into the game.
Equality.
Girls, women, and like I think that it allows people to just experience the game at like a higher level, and just like be able to appreciate the game. I talked to my sister a lot, and we were talking about like skateboarding one time, and I was showing her a bunch of videos of like guy skaters, male skaters, and she said like it wasn't as interesting for her to watch because she couldn't relate to the male skaters.
I remember you talking about this. Yeah.
And she's saying like I'll never be as good as that, and I was like I won't be capable of getting to that. So then it's almost like this like boundary that like separates it, and there's just sort of a disconnect between the men and women. But if you have a woman there skateboarding or playing soccer, it like I feel like it inspires like girls and women.
young people, young women.
Yeah, because they can like that's something that they can strive to and like
and also relate to more in terms of gender.
Exactly. So I think that it's really good for the sport generally.
Yeah,
and like
really good for the youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Women's boxing, a couple weeks ago. And
I think it was a couple weeks ago, and then it's brought up again this week.
Yeah, so do you want to explain basically what happened for the people that don't know?
Yeah, sure. So I want to get the girl's name. What is it called?
It's like Daniela or some shit.
Yeah. Daniela. Oh yeah, Hemsley. Sure. Here we go. Daniela Hemsley, and then Eddie Hearn. I want to just have that ready, so I want to bring up what he says.
Fair enough.
I just have the boxing results. Yeah. where the fuck? My opinion. Okay, here we go. Yeah, got it. Okay, so should I just keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Daniela Hemsley's boxing fight. I think that's how you say her name. So she is a porn star that had a boxing fight, her first boxing fight, and she won. So I'm just telling the story for people that don't know. She won, and then as soon as she won and claimed her victory, she was freaking out in the ring. She just flashed herself naked, and it was all over the camera in the stadium. People were recording it, and pretty disgusting, honestly, and very out of pocket, and pretty messed up. I think that the boxing scene has to have a negative response to this, because women's sports, in my opinion, are just as valuable as men's sports. I'm very equal when it comes to gender and just anything in general, and I think I could speak for the majority of the population saying that gender equality rights are pretty good to have. And when this is to happen, when someone is to do this and just show disrespect to the sport, to people watching, what if there's families in there with little kids watching? Or what if there's people at home watching because there's a little girl that wants to become a boxer and then she sees this shit? That's disgusting. That's horrible. And I think that action needs to be taken because it's disrespecting the sport of boxing. And I'm going to pull up what Eddie Hearn said because I agree with him 100%. He was asked what he thinks about it, and he said, "My opinion is that I hate it. We've worked so hard for women in boxing to be respected for their ability, for their merits, for their hard work. One thing we must understand is that ain't boxing, and that needs to be pushed. All that stuff, misfits, kingpin needs to be booted so far away from professional boxing, and we really need to disassociate ourselves with what it is." And I think he's 100% right. I think this is disrespectful to women as well, because a lot of guys are pretty old school and they don't think women should be fighting. I know Nate Diaz thinks that. He talks about that. I don't agree with that, but nonetheless, they shouldn't be doing this because it makes women look bad. I was telling Justin, what if a guy did this? What if a guy did this? Imagine the amount more of disciplinary action that would be taken, because if it was a guy, it would have been way worse. Let's be honest. And I think this is barely touching the surface of how bad that would be for a guy. And also, it's not even. I think she's getting banned today. It's not. It took so long for them to decide what they're gonna do. It's fucking obvious. And then people on Reddit that are going online commenting, "This is great. I love to see tits." Dude, I get it. You guys, are perverts and you want to see that shit. I mean, hey, people are gonna love that and people are gonna hate it. But at the end of the day, it's pretty serious, and I don't think I get it's a funny, it's a joke, but I don't know. I just think it's really fucked up, and that she should be banned. Stick to her other fucking job because she can't get any other job. She's got to do that, right? So yeah, I mean, if you want to do that stuff, if you want to have that type of job, don't bring it into boxing, right? It's two different jobs. You're getting paid for two different things. You're not getting paid to do your other job while doing boxing, right? Don't correlate those two at all. So yeah, it got me pretty heated because it's I actually feel so bad for the women in sports in general. This is not helping. Like Eddie Hearn said, they fought so hard for women to get equal in sports, and this shit happens. Are you kidding me? It just wrecks a lot of shit. So yeah, I'll give it to you to talk about. But
yeah, I just think that over sexualizing yourself, I feel that's a big problem in women's sports, and I think that's one of the main reasons why it's taking them so long to get on the same level, because half the time, whether it's media or marketing or anything, stuff like this, incidents that happen like that, I feel just you over sexualize yourself, and then basically people see it for that and not for the actual sport itself, right, or the skill that these people have. So I think by doing that, not only are you dragging down yourself and your own reputation, you're dragging down the whole sport with you, because that's what gets on the headlines, right? That's what makes news. So I just think overall it's it's just a negative thing, because it's not you're bringing down everyone with you, right? Do you know if it was a professional fight or
Yeah, it was pro. It was a pro fight.
Yeah.
Thousands watching, thousands in attendance. Doesn't belong in the boxing ring. She's it was she was asked why she did that. She's like, oh, I just felt excited in the moment. You know, I probably shouldn't have done it. He. Shut the fuck up. Like, you don't just do that. Oh, I feel excited. Oh, huh. Like,
Yeah.
what? That doesn't make any sense, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, she did that because she wanted to be funny, or she wanted to. It was either she wanted to be funny, she wanted more attention, she wanted clicks. I don't know.
I
It's
feel like
gotta be
some
one
of
of
it is also got to be like marketing for her own like.
Oh,
fans
100% it
or
is. Yeah, that's another
platforms
thing
like
I've
that.
seen. Yeah, she's plugging her own shit because people are gonna be like, oh, who's this? Because I didn't know who the fuck they were until I saw it all over the news. So I
Yeah.
searched them up, and the first thing comes up, OnlyFans model.
And then by giving her that attention and making all those headlines, then it's just you're feeding exactly what you
Yeah.
don't want to, right?
Yeah,
So it's
because
just
boxing has nothing to do with pornography, and you're making it about that.
yeah, exactly.
Horrible,
it's like
dude.
counterproductive, right?
Yeah, no, it's actually it sucks. Like I feel like really upset for these
Yeah.
people, and it's just like it's sad. It really is.
Yeah.
So that sucks, but it's a good topic to talk about because it's good to share our opinions on this sort of shit, controversial shit. For the people that are like on Reddit saying that this is so good, guys, stay in your basements. Don't go out. Fine by me, but you know, one day maybe you'll smell the roses and go outside. Oh, we got some copper drops, you guys. Okay, I don't know why I was doing that. So we got this is on the official Crocs website, by the way. These are Crocs. KFCX Crocs.
I think I'm not even gonna lie. I think we've done these before. Like might not even be. Maybe I'm
think we have.
tripping.
I
I
don't
don't know. That's gotta be a job for me. Because I don't really want to wear KFC on my feet, let alone do I really want to eat KFC. So it's gotta be a drop all around for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say drop. I just don't really find them appealing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's the play nowadays, but I mean.
Well, Crocs are in right now.
Yeah.
After like 10 years of
Being
complacency. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, shout out Crocs. I'll send this to you. Okay, so now, what is your copper drop? Can you really top this? Like, are we even on the same page here?
Yeah, I don't know. These are interesting. They're the Drake Nocta glides. So, what do you think of those? Drake's shoe that you made. I don't know. They're pretty interesting.
They look ugly.
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of agree.
So for that reason, I'm saying drop.
Fair enough. I think it's like what you wear it with. I mean, that's pretty much all sneakers. I would say drop just because I don't like the big Nike like branding and shit on it.
Those big bubbles are weird.
Yeah, they remind me of almost like foam posits. I don't know if you remember those, like the basketball shoes. Big fucking like foam like cutouts on the side of the shoe.
Yeah.
They remind me of that, and then the carbon fiber, like it looks like he's trying to do some shit like the Jordan. I think like the 14s had some shit like that, like some carbon fiber
So
accents.
he's getting
I don't know.
inspiration.
He's drawing inspiration from all sorts of places. I just think they look kind of shit. So, I mean, for that reason, that's a draw for me. So.
Which one's better?
That's actually a tough call because, I mean, the KFC Crocs or the Nocta Drake shoes. I'd probably say the KFC Crocs because the Drake shoes, bro. Come on.
What'd you wear that with as well? Like, it looks so
yeah.
weird. I'm wearing KFC Crocs because that's humorous. Like, it's not that ugly. Remember that?
Yeah.
So, I definitely cop the KFC Crocs.
It's like the ironic drip, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's
exactly.
like, people could see, oh, like
People
he's,
like that. Yeah.
he's not gonna be like dead ass like wearing those because he thinks they're like super sick. You know what I mean?
You're wearing it for the joke.
Exactly. So
Yeah. So there you go.
gotta be a sick KFC. Crocs.
Remember we did copper drops like a while ago where it's like some guy's musty ass keyboard. You remember that shit from like 3 years ago? It was like this guy's like keyboard with like food and shit in it. It's like all
Dude,
fucked up.
We used to go for jobs the weirdest shit. We'd find like an image and be like, fuck, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the dirty ass keyboard, the keys coming out, and then it's like, what else would we like? Some guy's bike that's like broken.
Dude, we were fishing for content, bro, even back in the day. So, I mean, shit, you gotta do what you gotta do. So.
Those are good though. Like it's gonna switch it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so sick of seeing the exact same sneakers.
Yeah.
We've been doing this shit for like, what, fucking 2-3 years? We get the same shit, bro. I looked on the sneaker releases thing. We've pretty much done the exact same thing. It's
But
just
Drake
different colors.
shoes and Crocs that have KFC with them, that's new, that's hot, that's exciting.
Exactly. We're bringing the best content.
In 3 years, that's gonna be nothing. That's gonna
Exactly.
be fun. People aren't even. No, that's the thing.
Yeah, what the fuck? KFC Crocs? They didn't even know existed.
Oh, someone just edited it. It's like,
Yeah.
not true.
Who
We did
knows?
that in sync. That was weird.
I know that. What the fuck? Guys, wake up. There's bugs in your skin. Anyways.
What the fuck was that about? That was so out of pocket.
Anyways,
Okay. Is that all?
Did you do the fucking Dwayne's Day, bro?
Just to get past the 30-minute mark was. What the fuck do you do that with a straight face? I can't do it, bro. What is it?
We're ending the episode here. Thank you for watching. This is the fucking weirdest outro we've ever done in the history of the whole fucking podcast. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.